The Fraser River Discovery Center sits on the traditional territory of the Coast Salish peoples. Territory acknowledgement is one small part of reconciliation, so please take a moment to think about other ways that you can participate in reconciliation with Indigenous communities. Hello and welcome to the Fraser River Discovery Center at home. My name is Danika and today we are going to be continuing our series on sit spots. Now if you don't know what a sit spot is, I encourage you first to go to our website or YouTube channel and check out a video called Intro to Sit Spots. Then when you're all caught up, come on back to this video. How's it been going at your sit spot? What kinds of things are you observing? Today I observed that apparently I have put my sit spot right in the middle of a Douglas squirrel's territory, and they were not very happy with me when I set up my camera. Take a look. Sorry, squirrel. I'll try to be quick. Today we're going to be learning about growing a sock garden. A sock garden? Like a tree that grows socks? Not quite. So you know how twigs and bits of leaves and seeds and burrs love to stick to your socks when you go outside? Well, what if instead of picking all of that off our socks, we planted our socks? Would the seeds grow? In this experiment, we can find out. So even though we'll be growing our sock gardens at home, this is a great experiment for getting to know your sit spot, because each time you go to your spot, you may notice new plants and you may sit and observe the plants for long stretches of time, but you are probably not able to watch the plants grow. That happens too slowly for us to be able to observe in one sitting. Our sock gardens will help us get to see the things that are happening at our sit spots all the time that we just can't see. To start with, you'll need an old cotton sock. Do you or someone you live with have a pair that's missing a partner or full of holes or just doesn't fit anymore? Well, that is just the sock that you need. You can put the sock right over your bare foot, or you can pull the sock over your shoe. Check with a grown-up which one you should do, because some places might not be safe to walk in with just socks on your feet. Either way, you'll need to get the socks wet. You can use a spray bottle, a water bottle, a nearby stream. Just make sure to get the sock good and damp. And now for the fun part. Walk around your sit spot and get your feet into as many places as possible. Dance around the base of a tree, wiggle your toes under a bush, run through the tall grass, shuffle through fallen leaves, brush up against dandelions. Really press and squish your socks into each of the places you explore. Don't be shy. You want to make sure you're actually picking up seeds with your socks. And when you feel complete, find or create a muddy area to do one final jig in so that your socks have soil, which plants need to grow. Well done! Hopefully your socks are full of seeds and ready to sprout. For this next step, we're going to place it into a Ziploc bag. You want to zip it up about halfway so that we're trapping moisture but still allowing air to get in and out for your plant to breathe. Tape the bag to a sunny window in your home and wait. Within just a few days, you should notice things sprouting. Within 2 weeks, you should have some significant plants. If you don't see anything growing in 2 weeks, you should try again. Before you go out a second time, though, take a moment and think about what you did the first time and how you could do things differently the second time. Did you walk through a creek and wash all the seeds off your socks? Were your socks too dry? Could you try pressing your feet a little harder into the ground? Could you try targeting new parts of your sit spot? So what kinds of things should you be recording in your sit spot notebook? As always, you'll need to record the date and the weather when you are collecting your sock seeds. You could make drawings or notes of the specific places in your spot where you collected seeds and what kinds of motions you did with your feet. When you first bring your socks home, try to make a hypothesis or an educated guess about how many seeds are in your sock. Look closely. Can you see any? Sometimes seeds are so small we can't see them. If you have one though, you could look at your sock with a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Record in your notebook how many seeds you think there are and how many types of plants you think will grow. As your sock gardens grow, make notes and drawings in your notebook. You can track the progress of each seedling day to day, and you could catalog how many different kinds of plants you think are growing in your sock garden. You could use the sock gardens, too, to compare and contrast, creating individual sock gardens for different areas of your sit spot. You could use different socks to collect seeds under different plants in your sit spot, in the four corners of your sit spot, or even different seasons. Just make sure you label the Ziploc bag or the sock so you remember which one is which. So best of luck with your sock gardens, and thank you so much for joining me today. Check out our website and social media for more Fraser River Discovery Center at home and other upcoming programs. And be sure to check back in a couple weeks as we continue our series on sit spots and learn a simple method for attracting insects.